T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Today we're going to be looking at Transformers Studio Series 86, number 6, Grimlock and Autobot Wheelie. This is Transformers the movie based. Stuff on the back. Grimlock comes with the Mockery of Justice backdrop right here. I know he wasn't in robot mode, but there you are. Alright, here is Grimlock and Wheelie in robot mode. And before I forget, this thing was on sale on some online retailer. I don't remember which one. Maybe TF Source or something like that. Whichever one where if you spend $150, you get free shipping. Me, Extra Zero, and Partsformer went 3 ways to do that. And then we just met up with him with Extra Zero to get it. It feels fun to finally have an appropriately tall and big leader class for once. Or big in comparison to some of the more recent leader class figures. And since it doesn't have that siege junk going on, we don't have to worry about like parts to be added. Here is leader class Optimus Prime. Leader class Ultra Magnus. Let's stand him straight up. I don't know. He's wearing all his armor and whatnot, but as you can see, he's a little bit shorter. Voyager class Megatron right there. And Fans Toys Grinder. Yeah, that's his fake name. Here they are from the back. I need to take that sticker off. This can be flatter out. I'll move that around. To get him out of the way, Wheelie, if Masters of the Universe Classics, the original Masters of the Universe or the retro TMNT is your jam, well, you'll love this thing because it's pretty much the same thing. He's pretty much in a pose all the time. His legs are bent. You can stand him if it was on a flat surface, it'll probably be easier. But he's basically made to be in this sitting position and have his hand like that so he can mimic himself shooting the slingshot right there. But they painted him nice. He's covered in paint. The main thing bad about him aesthetically is the hollowness in the legs. Like with as big as this guy is, I'm shocked that they actually even included an extra figure. It would have been nice if it could have transformed, but he's ball jointed here at this weird angle so he can get into that pose. But they wanted you to also be able to put the arm straight. But since it's not molded like that, this arm can't go out. This head is on a ball joint that has a lot of range and, like I said, a lot of paint. The face is masterpiece quality paint. Only thing's not painted is his back and his crotch and this gray part of the plastic. But it's supposed to be gray anyway. He has a ball joint in a waist and ball joints in the hips. But yeah, there he is. I do have Titans Return Wheelie. In Japan, it had this color instead of this more. I guess this was toy accurate. The whole thing, like I said, with Blur, Titans Return had toy accurate decos. But most of them had like IDW faces. The slingshot can come out, and no, it looks dumb. It's not a 5mm. It's basically like a 2mm peg. So it can fit in anything that has a stand port like that. In fact, you know what's funny? Both of these wheelies have a port inside of their knees. As you saw, I had him lying on his shoulder. He has ports right there, and Wheelie has a little peg right there in his back of his thigh. So you can put them on either side if you want. But for now, Wheelie's going to be sitting there. Grimlock, I really like him. Only thing I don't like is I do not know why they went with this smoky aesthetic right there. So you can't see the Autobot logo that's painted red under it. I don't know why they did that. And the preliminary figure had like, this was either transparent or maybe it was covered in transparency. I think it was just transparent, but they decided to go with solid plastic and paint it gold. I guess, I don't know, maybe the transparent thing made it break. Only weapon he comes with is his blaster. He does have the accessory ports on the end. So if you have Siege or if you have War for Cybertron blast effects, you can do stuff like this. Maybe those aren't the best because they were super loose. Here we go. These are cool. See this cavity right there? This is their suggested storage. Just snap it onto the arm right there. There you are, right that. But he's really good. Face. Cartoon accurate. Yeah, and G1 toy. The G1 toy's face look pretty much like this. So that's cool. They have like this. I think the blue in the eyes is too dark. Other Studio series, they have bright paint, but this one's dark. And I think this is the first figure with a screw in the head that I can think of in a long time. Of course, it has way more technical detail than you're used to, like fans' toys would do. Well, when it comes to the cartoon, since these are supposed to be cartoon representations, I don't think it should have this much technical detail, but they did. So the people that like that, they win. Head is on a ball joint. It can look down, not really look up too much, but you can lift this, and since that comes up, it helps to fill out that space and it doesn't look awkward unless you go beyond that point. The shoulders, like best freaking Grimlock shoulders ever. They can go out completely 90 degrees for once. You do this, and unfortunately, just like with Hot Rod, I keep forgetting the name of the thing that has the parts on it. But you know how all the parts come on like a little sheet. I guess they had to put these shoulder joints on the red plastic sheet. So yeah, this kind of reminds me of Combiner Wars Megatron, where you had just randomly weird colored shoulders. No butterfly or nothing. There is like a friction fake ratchet type system right there. That's cool. The wings can go out this far and lift all the way up. The arms move on the ball joint. There are no other joints in this arm, so you can put that how you want. The bicep swivel. Elbows bend more than 90 degrees. Thank you. Wrist swivel. This toe right there can go back, come forward. This can just basically come forward to get over the hand and block it. Get the waist, that goes 360. The legs can kick up more than 90 degrees. Go all the way back. Can come all the way to the side. Swivel there. Knee bends 90 degrees. And you do get ankle pivot. And they molded this in there to mask the hollowness in the back right here. And this heel can do that. It's kind of solid. Or when you get the hair, it's solid. So if you need assistance with posing, you should be able to use that. And there's this little clip thing right here that locks onto this way better than Blur's arm thing. So he is really posable. I cannot complain about his posability at all. I mean, the only thing you could do is add posability. Like, it would have been nice if he had an ab crunch, and I don't know, outside of the ab crunch, he's super duper good. Now I was trying to do something about him not having a sword, and yeah, here's this. You know what, I'm gonna put right here some footage that Xer0 sent to the group chat, since I asked him about the Masterpiece figure. The Masterpiece figure has a 5mm peg and the sword.
So he does, but because of the way this is molded, he doesn't have the clearance to hold it in his hand in the natural pose. You can kind of fake it, but you can't really push this down anymore where, you know, you're going to have the chrome really rubbing against the plastic.
Also, courtesy of Extra Zero is this comparison picture right here. I sold my Grimlock a long time ago. I almost forgot this comparison right here with the other leader class T-Rex, but more realistic besides it being purple. There you are. He is taller than Megatron, but Megatron is way substantial. They're probably using the same amount of plastic. I brought in a scale. Grimlock with Wheelie and his gun, he is 327 grams. Megatron is 329 grams, so shorter but heavier, because he has like this pliable plastic wrapped around his hard plastic, and this is a ton of kibble back there. Since we're in America, this translates to 11.7 ounces, and this is, you know what, 11.7 ounces. That's, yeah, 11.7 and 11.7. I don't, now they're equal, so that's weird. All right, transformations. I'm going to start with Wheelie. You want to just fold him up and whatnot, and here we are. Mostly decent. It changes colors. I don't know how you do that, but yeah. Anyhow, here is Grimlock. Let's get rid of this gun. Then we're gonna take this fist, put that in like that. Take the fist, put it in like that. We can straighten this arm up, which will kind of like locks into place right here. And then we can, I'm gonna put the arms out to the side and mess around with the legs down here. Open the legs up, bend this foot like that, bend the foot like that. Open this up, kind of unlock this right here, which does lock into place right here. Now while it's like this, I'm going to grab this tail and shift that out of here up to there. Rotate this, and this, it kind of happens automatically, shifts over there. Get that into that position and bring this around the leg right there. Need to just lift this up off of the back to get it out of the way for me. Open that up, unpeg this, get this up here, rotate this around, peg, well, actually shut this first around his leg. Now we can peg this together. It doesn't peg together as tight as I would like it, which, yeah, I don't like that. But now we can take this section and detach it from there. Bring that down to here and kind of squeeze, bring everything together. Bring the legs down, bring the head down, lift this up, bring it like that. Lift this up, bring that together. Grimlock is Grimlock, everybody. Damn near every Grimlock transforms the same. And we can unpeg that, unpeg this. And now, here we are in his dinosaur mode. He's designed in such a way where he's like the stand-up old school monster like Godzilla. Godzilla is supposed to be like some type of radiated T-Rex. And what the heck? I didn't know this, or I forgot that this could actually bend right there. Now, in this leg, Or, yeah, in this leg, I have that ratchet action right here, or fake ratchet. This one, I do not. I looked at it, and there is a flat piece of plastic coming down to touch these ridges, so that this will hit at every ridge. This side, it does not have that. It was like, I can see that it's sheared off. I was thinking maybe if I could wedge something into this area, I could force it down and it would do it, but it doesn't. So yeah, that's unfortunate, and it doesn't help him with standing up at all for me. So yeah, the neck can rotate. This does not peg in secure. They should have had something in here that could grab into that port, but they don't. And the head can look down that much. A complaint I keep having to go into with these figures, since most of the joints are super tight, it really hurts the figure because the tabs aren't keeping his body together while you're manipulating those tight joints. Lift up and the mouth can open right here. And he has a peg right there. And one unfortunate thing, they didn't mold any teeth right there in the front. That is weird. But you can take blast effects. These come from Skylinks, and I believe they have the same effect with Omega Supreme. And he can blow fire right there. He has 2 pegs right here. This is kind of difficult, but Wheelie has 2 groove areas right there. We can go ahead and port this on one side and then try like hell to port it in there. Get him secure and set him up. Get him into the position to be acting like he's shooting that. And here you are. Gun storage is 2 pegs right here. And he has 2 ports right there in the feet. You're supposed to do this. Squeeze this together. And port the gun into there. It's kind of difficult, to be honest. But now he's just holding his gun back here. Of course, in the cartoon, the guns go off into a subspace pocket. And when they reach their hand back, they just grab their weapon out of the subspace pocket. Here he is next to the Quintesson, Wheeljack and Ratchet, Undercracker. Alright, and here's this comparison. It's arguable which one of them is better. Megatron actually seems way bigger in this mode right here somehow. So there's that. The head is definitely bigger. The jaw can open up. It's more going on with this, to be honest with you. Way more articulation, like the tail doesn't move or anything. Way much going on with this. I think he's way more a fun dinosaur. Yes. And here's Fans Toys Grinder next to Grimlock right there. I have a review on him. He doesn't have the head on in that review. This is an optional Fans Toys more G1 cartoon accurate head. And yeah, really like him. Like, as far as a mainline or retail Transformers Grimlock, it's beyond what I was expecting. I was expecting him to be too short and to be like super duper hollow and gappy. He didn't really have a whole bunch of like empty spots. Only empty spots I had was right here in the arm. That's that. It's unfortunate that they don't think it matters anymore to cover stuff like that. And I have his elbows, his robot elbows bent so it can be like how I had Grinder. But yeah, only thing that disappoints me aesthetically in this mode is the teeth right there. But yeah, it would have been cool if it could have wiggled the tail more than that. but as gun storage, and you get a free wheelie. So yeah, can't complain too much. Oh yeah, this pegging in somewhere better would have been nice. I don't know how I just made this thing half explode. But in the tradition of my Studio Series figures, I don't know how long this video is. Yeah, reverse transformation. Need to pop this gun out of there and lift this up, basically just have it right there out of the way. You can go ahead and unpeg this, lift it up, bring it back this way, lift it up, bring it back that way, and I'm gonna bend the arms like this. That's what I like. Now we can take this head, lift it up to that point, and this is a good pegging point. It's enough friction right there to stay. It's better than Megatron, or the first Siege Megatron. And this seemed, it pegs in there, and I don't know if it pegs in anywhere else, but it's good. Now we can separate these legs right here. Go ahead and open that. Twist this, and while this is still out, I'm going to take the tail, put that into there. Shift this forward, make that peg go into place, and shut that peg there. Open up the foot. Open this up, rotate this, get the tail piece in, peg this forward, move that, yeah, peg that into place. Peg this into place, move the wings out of the way. Go ahead and rotate the hands out. Rotate the hands out. For anybody thinking about getting this for a kid, that hand situation, this is a little bit tough, but it's supposed to be for ages 8 and up. I guess ages 8 and up would have the arm strength to do that. Robot mode, don't have any issue with the robot mode really, except this right here. That bugs me. But other than that, yeah. And wheelie is a nice accessory that honestly they didn't really have to give us. If they didn't give us this wheelie, maybe we could have got some other cool accessories, because this wheelie has several points of articulation. I'm pretty sure that wheelie is better than a sword, so I can't even imagine what they could have given us besides a sword. It's if we didn't get that wheelie, I mean, what else could they have? Maybe they could have given us blast effects and a sword. I would have rather that over this. What are your ideas on what we could have got if they didn't give us wheelie? Anywho, thank you for watching this. Tell me any other thoughts you might have on this figure or anything else like you like to do anyway. Until next time, D-Man 978 out of here.
Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really